Welcome to Not For Sale. I'm Tiara Jackson.
What's poppin'? It's Bree.
Eric Madonna. Forgot to press record.
And it's your girl, Swaggy Z.
So,
what do you want to start
how
with?
was you guys Mother Day's weekend? You know?
It was good. Gina's blessed.
You know, Zara, she was out there being Miami, being ratchet and shit.
I wasn't being ratchet. You know, I just had the fortunate experience to go to Rolling Loud this weekend.
Oh, my
Jealous
God. I
bitch.
forgot, but didn't at the same time. How was it?
It was good. Like, you know, a lot of people came through. They had a big Ferris wheel, so I was mad excited about that because
Did you go on it?
Inside.
Oh,
of course.
did
you
I
go
did.
on it?
I said Young Thug from the Ferris wheel.
That's sick.
That was lit. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was a regular festival. Like, they had 3 big stages, a bunch of food trucks, you know, bunch of special people came out. Meek Mill popped out of nowhere.
Right. Diddy was up there too. I saw.
Nah, Diddy wasn't there.
Diddy wasn't there?
Was he really? Like,
Nah.
I thought I saw.
Nicki Minaj popped out. Chris
Oh,
Brown
damn.
popped out.
Yeah.
I swore I saw Diddy.
Wiz Khalifa had big giant inflatable blunts floating around in his.
Yo,
during his
speaking of
set.
Wiz Khalifa, did anyone see how he's been working out?
Yeah,
Amber
Yeah,
Rose
so
was
this morning.
Amber Rose was backstage
Yeah.
during his performance.
heard you
Interesting
say.
concept.
So are they just gonna get back together and make my life
That's what
happy?
I'm waiting for.
Right.
Because you guys can't really have great relationships without each other. I just want you guys
Also,
to get back
side note,
together.
Meek Mill.
we love you.
Wiz Khalifa said he would take an MMA fight if the money was right.
Wait,
he better beef up a little bit more.
Nah, he did beef up though.
He
no,
did.
he
but he
did.
still needs to beef up
Yeah,
more.
I mean, I guess
like,
it depends on
He's
the
still
weight
mad
class.
skinny.
I hear
'Cause
that.
you remember he's real tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is tall. He's
Who
very
else
tall.
was there?
I mean, they're just the regular people in the lineup. Fetty Wap, Trina, Trick
Fetty.
Daddy, Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo,
Lil Baby
Travis
with Drake.
Scott headlined the second
How
night.
was Travis Scott?
J. Cole
set?
headlined
How
the
we-
first night. Future headlined the third night. Migos was there. Gucci Mane was
Bitch
supposed
was
to be
living
there,
her best life.
but he
yo.
ain't come.
Facts.
But DJ Khaled
Shit,
came in his
while we were
place.
struggling in fucking New York and shit.
We need to talk about
Nav
Khaled
was there.
and
Belly
his
was there.
skills.
We need to talk about Khaled and what?
And his what?
We're
And
not
his
talking
skill-
about
so
music.
And his,
are
you
we?
apparently-
say his
no.
skills? His skills?
Okay.
I guess not, because Khaled
No,
came
I'm
out.
with you. I just want to
Yeah.
hear what you have to say.
Khaled came out and announced that he does not believe in oral sex.
I know.
think you're very disrespectful.
From-
Not
wait,
that
from-
he
from
doesn't
whose
believe in
perspective,
oral
though?
sex, that he doesn't give his wife oral sex.
Yeah.
He should
Yeah,
be
but he
smacked
said-
in
But
the
he was
back
saying,
of
I'm
his
a
throat.
queen, and I'm a king, and
Right,
she's
so he
supposed
wants
to-
her to give him head, but
Boy,
he
if
doesn't
you
feel
don't
like
get your ass.
I will not.
he
make a
doesn't feel
comment
like
on this.
he has to give it back to her because he takes care of her. He gives her all the clothes, the jewelry. That he works, he does this, that, and the third, whatever.
Man.
But I think an important thing to note is that DJ Khaled is first and foremost, he's Arab, and in that culture,
Oh, that's a good
men
point.
are put more above women because of those things that they do. Not
I
saying
mean,
that what he
nobody's-
said was right,
That
but
is
I
a
see
fact.
where he's coming from
Yeah.
because
I mean,
that's the culture that he was raised in.
Listen, here's my thing, okay? You know, I understand that it's of your culture and you're supposed to do this and you act a certain way. But my guy, what do you mean you're not giving her no head? So she's just supposed to slap you off like
Slap you off your childish,
Basically.
yo.
so she's supposed to slob the knob forever and like
Right.
not even know what it feels like to get her like kitty eating. Like that's what we're saying.
I mean, we can't know for sure. She don't know what it feels like. She just won't
She don't know what it feels like from
him.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's
cannot.
also a good point. But
So guys,
moving on, my weekend was great.
yeah.
From what I remember. But
Okay.
how was your weekend?
It was good. I didn't do
Enough of
anything.
DJ Khaled and Felicio.
what a way to start this podcast, guys.
Sorry.
But I mean, I'm sure that you guys have seen Cardi B and Azealia Banks go at each other this
I saw your Twitter feed.
weekend.
Yeah.
Even before
And it
that.
ended up that Cardi B deletes her Twitter because her
why would she
Instagram
do that?
because of it.
Why would she do that?
I mean, it's a bunch of stuff. It's like Azealia Banks reportedly went to the Breakfast Club and just started talking buku shit. And basically some of her points was that one of the things that she said was 2 years ago, the conversation surrounding Black women's culture was really reaching an all-time high. Who remembers, now she's caping for there was just really, really intelligent conversation going on nationally, and everything just kind of changed. And then it was like Cardi B, which I mean,
Well,
it kind of
Cardi B came back strong though with a very good
absolutely.
statement.
Yeah.
She
I
came
thought.
in with a whole paragraph
Yeah.
statement. She had to come.
But
for
your
her.
argument was not that argument.
I-
Your argument was based off of whether or not you can criticize or talk negatively on someone just because they're pregnant.
I
Or
mean,
you can't do that because they're pregnant.
It's a bigger issue. I feel like, Cardi B's comeback for her was, we all know that Azealia Banks is slightly not all the way there.
Yeah.
But she kind of says off the wall stuff. My perspective on it is, you're pregnant, sis. Kick your feet up, drink a virgin pina colada, and don't entertain the fuckery. But
I think she shouldn't entertain it whether she was pregnant or not, to be honest with you.
why?
Cardi B is up here. Azealia Banks. Granted, I used to be a very big Azealia Banks fan.
Same.
Used to love this bitch
Really?
until she started bugging the fuck out.
Why though? I've
When did
never.
this start
I,
happening?
I'm gonna be
When did
honest
this,
with you.
like,
I've
really
never listened to
consistently
Azealia.
When
start
she started
happening?
beefing with T.I. and the shit she started saying,
how
I was
long
like,
ago
sis,
was that?
bro,
Year-wise?
that might have been 2014.
Oh, so this
Yeah.
is like
yeah,
okay.
she's been wilding for a minute. I became a fan like 2011, 2012 when she came out with 212.
Yo, that's
That
my favorite
was
song. I used to
my
listen to that like every
Shit,
day.
and I still listen to it. I clean my house to that shit. Like, this shit is just dope. But
Yes, I clean my house to this shit.
I think that will we be treating Azealia Banks the way that we do if, and I hate to bring up colorism, but if she was light skinned, will we? No,
I'm
for
glad
real.
you brought it up.
If
though.
she
I'm
was light
glad.
skinned, would
I'm
she be
so
crazy?
glad.
I
I
feel like
mean-
part of me feels
No.
like if you want to go there, if she was light skinned, she wouldn't be acting the way she is. You know what
Why
I
do
mean?
you
Like
think that?
How do you
because
feel?
I feel like the part of the reason why she is so quote unquote wildin' is because she has a lot of talent and she gets overlooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Granted, her mouth has a lot to do with that, but I feel like quote unquote had she been light skinned, she might have had more opportunities and she wouldn't have to be out here wilding
Yeah, for sure.
for not being
Yeah,
overlooked.
You
because
think
that's
that's
how
a fact?
I think that is a fact because if you look at, I don't know if you guys watch Love and Hip Hop, but if you look at
That's my shit, okay?
Bianca, Young
No.
B, and Cardi B, they were basically the same person. It's just that Bianca never got away with what she said because of the fact that she was dark skinned. Cardi B could say whatever the fuck she wanted. She could throw a Louboutin across the stage, and it's like, bitch. Granted, everybody fucking love Cardi. I love that bitch, but I just
Well, she just is all about like fuck your haters
yeah.
and just be
And
yourself,
that's how
which is exactly how she
Young B
responded
is
to
too.
Azealia
Yeah,
Banks.
but if Young B was light skinned, she would. You don't
See,
think she would have got away with it?
Nah.
I also
you
think
see
their
what my
minds are
issue with
different.
all of this is, and Azealia Banks brought up a very good statement.
Yeah.
The fact that Cardi B, her entire career, has come out as the Latina
Oh, okay, yeah,
shorty
yeah.
from the Bronx.
Yeah.
You never really spoke about the fact that you're also Trinidadian. So I'm cool. Like I
Yeah.
really don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
I see you as Spanish. Like you're the Spanish chick from the Bronx.
That also
But
has a lot to do with how she was raised because we
Yeah.
all know that
Correct.
a lot of mixed kids
come
like
up
if
one
they're
way.
raised by both, depending on their parents, they most likely identify as both. But a lot of kids who are Black and Hispanic, and more times than not, unfortunately, the Black parent is the one that quote unquote ain't shit. They don't want to be Black.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids, especially like if their mother is Hispanic, like you're not Black.
But that excuses the
Not
fact
saying
that you're
it's an
just
excuse,
like.
but I'm saying that's the reason why she feels like she can say that because that's the way she's been raised. So that's the way she sees herself.
But nobody's. But now, see, my issue with it is now you want to be on the black boat because now you see that your fan base is both Black and Hispanic.
I never saw
I'm-
this either.
You never saw what?
I never saw.
You never see her promote that she's Trinidadian. You never see her support her
Yeah.
Black side. But in the argument that she had with Azealia Banks, she brought up both of her parents. So why is it that like now it's a shift? And you kind of can't get mad at Azealia because she's honestly telling the truth. But it's like, I mean, we love Cardi B. Like Cardi B's, she's that nigga.
Body.
She's ready to pop on you,
Right.
regardless of whether she's pregnant or not. The shade room just posted.
Yeah, she was arguing with
some
somebody in the
stuff
store.
today with Naya Lee, and I'm just like,
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
wait,
what?
wait, I'm looking at the one. I'm
Yes.
talking about the video where she's inside the store.
Yeah, in the store arguing
no,
with
okay.
somebody.
It came out that in the conversation with the store was that some guy had asked her for a picture, and she didn't. Obviously, she didn't want to take the picture, so they followed her to the store, and she walked inside the store, and the security guard had to get in front of her because he was like,
Pushing
her
through the
and
door.
him and the girlfriend were like trying to push up on, and I'm like, yo, Shorty is pregnant, sis. I mean, let her live. She don't
Well,
want to take a picture.
At Broccoli City Festival,
Yeah.
she showed up like right before her performance, and we were like watching her like in the back area get on the golf cart, and someone was on the back of the golf cart, and this pregnant Cardi B is in the passenger seat of the golf cart, just literally getting
we
driven,
saw that.
literally getting
I saw
driven
that.
like
That shit tilted, didn't
like
it?
40 yards. The back of the front of the
Yeah.
golf cart goes up in the air, and everyone's like freaking out because
She's
like
pregnant.
yeah, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And then immediately after, like all of like the security guards were like basically holding on to the golf cart,
Yeah.
making sure that was
So,
driving
do you
straight.
feel like Azealia Banks should have left Cardi B alone because she was pregnant? Yes or
No.
no?
No, but that's a different argument as well.
You're entitled to your feeling no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's a different
I
argument.
feel like her being pregnant has nothing to do with the fact
Yeah.
that like somebody has an opinion. Like
Right,
she didn't come
yeah,
for you
I
being
agree.
pregnant. She
Which
didn't
is
say
what
fuck
you
your
were saying.
child. She
Yeah.
didn't say
Yeah.
oh,
She came for
you
you.
ain't shit because you can't
She
come
didn't
back at me
speak
because
anything
you're
about your
pregnant.
pregnancy.
Like
she
she
talked
just
about
said,
the fact that she feels the type of way because she
Right.
feels like
And
you
you have
didn't
a
claim
brain.
one side of yourself. You only claim the other one to get to the height that you are, and then now you starting to claim that you're black.
I
I
get
mean, I get it. I understand it. I don't necessarily agree with it because I feel
Yeah.
like regardless of whether she's black, white,
Cardi was gonna rise no matter what.
facts. Like
Right.
Sorry,
Shorty
sis.
was the golden goose of all of
Yeah.
this. She was the golden goose of love and hip hop. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
But
loved it. But
Speaking of Cardi, how do we feel about? I was actually really excited to see the picture of her and Nicki.
oh yeah.
because I was like, all right.
I just want to know what the hell they spoke about.
Cardi was probably like, bitch, I'm not even beefing with you, sis.
Mike,
Like,
that's what I was just
you
about to say. I'm like,
tripping.
what do they even have to beef about?
Yeah.
Like, to be honest,
That's true.
like
Yeah.
there's
That's true.
literally there's nothing to.
Yeah,
be
I
beefing
just think
about.
that Nicki might be sensitive. Not might be. She
They're
is
both
sensitive.
They're both artists.
Yeah, but
We know-
mainly
we-
Nicki though.
Us working in the
No,
industry, we know
I
artists
get what
is
I think. I get where
What-
she's saying that Nicki is sensitive because for
Everybody
the longest
coming for
time,
her.
not even that.
Did you
it's just
did you see the
for the
Zayn?
longest
Did you
time.
see the Zayn interview with
that
with
trash
Nicki?
ass
Yeah.
fucking interview.
Okay, well,
Fucking got me tight.
a lot of that was Nicki saying that she felt like people were trying to act as victims, but like by saying that, a lot of it was like she was doing what she was
Yeah.
saying other people were doing, which was like victimizing themselves, and she was saying that like everyone is trying to turn her against them, and that she's always treated as the bad guy, but she's saying that by saying that she's like victimizing herself in the industry. I'm not saying it's true or false. I'm just saying that she like contradicted herself a little bit in the interview, and also it was kind of a weird interview in general. Like Zayn was
Zane Lowe interviews are famously known. They do pre-production questions and answers. Okay, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
want to watch a Zane Lowe interview.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
but you need to watch it to understand what she
yeah,
said.
I get, but she only's telling half the story. You're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for an
I
interview,
agree.
for a great interview, you're supposed to tell us everything, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, I mean-
and I just feel like and I watched the interview. I like Nicki, but
I like Nicki.
I mean, like you kind of those questions and those answers were a little bit too polished to me. Like we knew what you were gonna say.
And then every other like 5 seconds, it was like
Yeah,
like,
she was
you know,
crying.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah.
why are you crying?
I just feel like
Bro, why you crying?
Why you
Because-
crying?
So fuck you, girl.
I feel like just because Nicki was like the only one, so quote, like for like
Yeah.
let's say 8 years, it may be more or less. And now that all of these people, because the same thing happened when Remy came back, everybody's like, oh, they beefing, that's another one I'm talking.
No,
like,
no,
they're
no.
Just
they,
like
they were actually
no,
beefing.
but you know, but listen to what I'm
Word.
saying is that like Nicki's was the only one for like 8 years. Let's say that, right? And then now other girls come on the scene that's trying to be just as big as her. It's like, oh shit, the fuck's going on? And so
Yeah.
it's like whether it's somebody actually did say something or it's like orchestrated by the media, it's gonna look like everybody against her because it's like, okay, she was one who set the standard for so long and now everybody's coming after her. It's like there can only be one when it shouldn't be that way.
I think
There
that was
should-
Nicki's point, though, is that she was saying that people are, like, without showing any sort of respect, are just coming after her.
That's why she's a
When-
bad guy.
What?
That's why she said she's
Yeah.
a
bad guy.
bad guy.
Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, it's it might be true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it kind of looks like it the way the media makes it out to seem. I don't know, like, the real beef that was going on between Remy and Nicki, but, like, they're, like, I think she at least mentions that she was inspired by, like, previous female MCs beforehand.
Even with her and Lil Kim, the same thing happened.
Yeah,
Lil
exactly.
Kim trying to make a comeback, it had to be Nicki against her. So it was like Nicki against everybody.
But
like,
we
it shouldn't
already
have to
know
be
that as
way.
female rappers, they always pin
Automatically.
they automatically do that. But it's up to us as like the consumer and the listener to be like, I like both of them. Calm down, take a seat.
I feel like
sip
there
on some
is.
Henny,
I feel
and
like
you'll be all right.
honestly, I feel like there is a majority of people that like all of them that versus only like one, and it's just the shit that we see on social media that's making it seem like they're against each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
Listen,
I mean, but
I
that's
got-
a lot of media in general. Like, the frame shit just to
Yeah,
make sure.
but it doesn't reflect what the actual
Right,
general
right, right.
public feels.
I got a crazy funny story.
Tell it.
So, my mother decides to go on social media. I guess this is when Cardi B wasn't pregnant. You know the video that it was of her like jumping on her grandmother's couch in her grandmother's place, whatever. So my mother decides to go on Twitter and say, Cardi B, why is your grandmother still in the projects? Why you didn't buy her a house and move her out the projects? Now, as her daughter, I know she being shady as hell, but I'ma just let her rock, because you wanna know why? She gotta learn her lesson. So, of course,
Everybody
Hennessy
came for her.
came for her.
For your mom?
Absolutely.
Shut the fuck
She came
up.
for her. She absolutely did. And
my
you deserved it. Mind your business and stay.
What did she say?
She was just like, basically like, first off, our grandmother doesn't want to move out.
Yeah. she
We've
said that
tried
multiple times.
plenty of times, but don't be concerned about where my sister is jumping or where my brother is living. Worried about your life and stay in your lane. I was like, well, I'm not. What you want me to do? Go back up? No, she right. You should have mind your business. What are you calling her out for? Let her live. Because I'm sure if that was your mother, you wouldn't have. Your mother obviously ain't gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
We all know that our parents don't listen to us.
Yeah.
Like, we could say something, we'd be like, Mom, we'll buy you this. She'll be like, girl, save your money. I don't need that.
Yeah.
We know this, but continuously, we have Turtle Trolls, a.k.a. Bree's mom.
Wow.
So,
I wouldn't call that a troll, because there are celebrities out here that do have mad money and don't give back to their parents.
That's
so I
true.
can see like
Yeah,
the
that's
statement she
true.
made. It wasn't a crazy statement. It was just crazy because the person she added actually noticed it and was like, actually, this is what the story is. But there's plenty of people out there all the time that be like, oh, even with regular people, like we see it all the time, like somebody have a kid with somebody and you out here doing all this and the third, but your kid is looking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So it happens whether
It's a
you
lot
have
of that.
mad money or you have no money.
It's a lot of that, okay? It's a lot of... I
It
need,
is.
I need y'all to get y'all kids together.
but I'm not.
No,
going
we're not
to.
saying no
I'm
names.
not saying
I
the
just
name,
need
but I want
everybody to
to.
get their whole kid together.
And that's why
okay?
people
I
have
just
to
don't want
question it.
nobody to come for nobody's kid, okay? Because if anybody comes for my niece, I'm coming for y'all. Like, nobody's getting me off of you. I'm dead ass.
And that's why people have to question it, because it's like, okay, you making all this money, like how come your family isn't doing just as well as you?
Yeah.
What her answer could have been valid. All right, cool. Like, I don't think your mother was trying to say it to be malicious. She was just like, so what's up? Like, why? Da da da. Like, all right, cool. If she really don't want to move, like, we all know that happens.
Does anyone have anything else we can talk about, or
Tierra
do you want to go?
Miriam.
But wait.
Yes.
You could have easily have probably sold that to a publication, because that it did get taken down fairly quickly. From my
Very
understanding.
Right.
I mean,
Secondly,
you know, I'm not trying to burn any industry relationships I got, okay?
I want to compliment.
I love everybody.
I want to compliment someone on pointing out that that yes, there was skill involved in this video. However, if you paid attention to the audio and you did not watch this in public, you would know that her sex voice might have been on point.
Yes.
Better than Black China?
What? Bro, what?
Hold on.
All right.
So,
Anyways.
am I the only one that saw the Black China sex tape? Yes? No? All
All right.
fuck
No,
it.
you're not
So
the
you
only
know
one.
Tierra
You're not the
Marie,
only
bro.
All right, fuck it.
The skilled worker.
The skilled
All right.
worker.
I
First
can't
of
deal
all,
with her.
Tierra Marie, I am a very big fan
I am too.
of Tierra Marie.
I love her.
Like,
Let me preface that.
I have the album, like the actual CD. You know, people don't buy CDs anymore.
Super
I listened to her whole album on my way over here, and I was in my bag.
I haven't listened.
I'm sure it's okay.
How are you in your bag?
She came out. What do you mean?
Why are
Have
you
you listened
sure?
to the whole album?
Why are you in
Why
your
are you
bag?
sure?
I can
Bro, she
understand
has
why
this song
I
called
would be
The
in my
Phone
bag.
Booth, and she's calling like her man from the phone booth because she got in an argument with her
What
mom.
are you
and she was
calling
like,
your man
"Come
from
pick
a
me up
phone
I just got in an
booth
argument with my man.
Your
my
man
mom."
is down the block from you.
And she, not me. So what? I was still in my bag. It was raining. She calling her mom in Detroit. My mom don't live in Detroit, but shit, that day my mom was in Detroit. Shit. And she was like, "Come pick me up. I just got in an argument with my mom. She told me that you got like 2-3 kids on the way and this and that. Come get me." And I was like, "That's right, girl. Work for your man, sis."
Oh Lord Jesus
That's
Christ.
my girl. I love Tierra Marie.
So what happened to the sex tape, guys? You know, I'm not telling the story
there's
because
Well,
I
it's
sent
still,
it.
it's still living in our group chat.
There's-
Yeah, it has to live, and it will forever live in the group chat. Okay,
So
if I
supposedly
send
it's
something
not
to the
the
group
ex.
chat,
Yeah, it's
So that's
it's
like
supposedly
Pornhub.
not the ex. They're saying like it's supposed to be the ex.
Don't do that.
Akbar or something like that.
is
But,
that his name?
I think that's his social media name. I don't think that's his real name. I've never met a young black brother named Akbar, not unless they was in a nation, and he doesn't look like he's in a nation.
He looks far from the nation.
Yeah,
Okay.
because my dad's in
Hey,
there.
let's
He
not
doesn't- He doesn't look like that.
He
but-
doesn't look like
Let's
that.
not judge.
We're not judging. We're just saying he doesn't look like it.
Yeah, my family's in a nation.
Yeah.
They don't look like that. But yeah, so supposedly now like he posted a video of him arguing with Tierra Marie like, "Yo, that wasn't me. You know that was your ex. Like you got people attacking me, coming for me." Then one of like the Love and Hip Hop stars,
Milan.
yeah, Milan,
Christopher.
met him in a parking lot, and like Akbar and his homeboys were trying to jump him. All of this for a damn sex tape that was only up for like 10 seconds, even though Bree caught it.
But
I
it's
hate
becoming
y'all
a big thing
so much.
because of the California
Yeah, revenge porn.
revenge
is
porn
legal.
laws. She's going after this person. With
What is the
whole-
California?
And
So-
when did that law
Explain
get?
to me what that is.
So basically, it's like if you're dating somebody and y'all make a sex tape or whatever, y'all make naked pictures, you send him naked pictures, something, and then he decides to go ahead and post that. It's kind of similar to what they said that Rob did to Black China. Like if they decide to go post that saying, "Oh fuck you, bitch," or "Look at this stupid bitch, she didn't let me do this and that to her." It's like you did those things in the privacy of your own home, trusting this person, and then that person is not allowed to use that against you or to slander you.
Right.
So that's basically what the law is. Not entirely sure. Let's look at
I mean, I feel you. I get it, but shout out to Milan for fighting him because he posted your best friend. Like, I give you that. Like,
Yeah.
I would want that kind of friend. Like, I want you to fight him on site. It's on site every time I see you. Let me stop. But, nah, I mean, listen, I didn't quite really understand why.
Like what happened?
Yeah, like why? Like I mean, here's my theory about this. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is about to get back on TV. Right?
Yeah.
So that sounds like a Tory line to me. That doesn't seem like real life.
I don't think Tierra would do that though.
I mean, listen.
That's my girl. I just can't.
I don't want
do
to.
her.
I don't want to say it, but I mean, listen. It's been shown that people actually do this
That's true.
when their season is
Oh
about
well,
to drop.
Mimi did it.
Yeah, Mimi did it.
Yeah,
so
she
I mean,
admitted to
I'm
that.
not shocked,
Swinging on
and
that shower pole.
I'm not really like appalled. I mean, my girl had a
have the
nice
bottle
sex
over
video.
there?
She had a
You have the bottle over there.
she had a nice sex
I think it's by the
voice.
floor. Could you pass it?
Did she not have a nice sex voice, guys? I mean, no.
I'm a child of God.
you just heard her say her family's in the nation. You know. Like,
Now she want to chat all this fuckery, but in a group chat, she got all the static in the world. I love it. Keep the energy, guys.
I
Keep
am appalled.
it.
Whoa.
Big words now.
now she want to get crazy.
big facts.
I
Whoa,
cannot.
What is happening here?
Big facts.
Nah, you.
So now we gonna sit here in front.
You are a
Big facts,
child
big
of God.
facts.
Big facts?
I will support you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow, I supported you when you were drinking the blood of Jesus the other day.
What blood of Jesus? Oh my God, I cannot.
I support you. I support you. I believe
Thank you.
Y'all are crazy. Like, legit.
Bruh, I'm done.
Listen, let's talk about how would y'all feel like if that happened to y'all? Like, what would y'all do?
I I really don't. I think it's different being in a situation. Like, I remember this girl in high school got outed out on Twitter, and just her.
That used to happen all the time when we was in high school.
Yeah.
But like, this was the first time I like didn't even think like, oh shit, like this is possible for something to happen, and she just like everybody just stopped talking to her as if like she like
did something wrong.
Yeah, like she did something wrong, and I felt so bad for her. But you know, in high school, you kind of want to keep it with the Joneses. So I was like, shit, ain't nobody talking to sis.
Yeah, that happened to me kind of in middle school. I had a friend that I was really cool with. You know, like I'm never really the one to believe in rumors. Like people be talking shit just to talk shit, especially in middle school. Like people make up rumors about any kind of crazy
big
shit.
facts.
Yeah. And long story short, like I was friends with this girl, and people used to make fun of her, like, "Oh, you suck dick," and like, you know, in middle school, it was like, "Well, if you suck dick, you
was
like, right?" It's like
now
it's like now dirty. Like, oh, you suck dick.
Right.
I guess
so
we're all hoes then.
People used to no, we just grew up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Feel you.
But
All
people
right,
used to make fun of her for that, and then like, I used to hang out with her, and then people came in. This boy came up to me one time, was like, "Oh, I heard you suck dick," and I'm like, "Who the fuck told you that?" He was like, "Oh, but you hang out with such and such, right?" And I'm like, "What the fuck that mean? Like, don't disrespect me because I hang out with somebody." Yeah. So that was the first time when I realized, like, oh shit. Like shit like that, it really
by association.
I remember
it's like
me
because I was never the one like I didn't even like date nobody in middle school. I didn't do nothing like that, and just over the fact that like people knew we was friends. Like random niggas coming up to me, I heard you suck dick. What? You don't even know my name. Like how do you?
But
know
you
me?
asked me if I suck dick.
Like
that
you
is
know
so
what I'm saying?
backwards.
My high school was too small for that.
So it's like shit like that is
it happened a lot. It happened a lot, but everyone knew each other. You know what I mean? There was no like.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
feel
That's
like
disgusting.
that's why it just makes me cautious with like the people who I do certain things with when I talk to people, because it's like I feel like even if I feel like it's going good when I'm talking to somebody, like how do I know like you just won't flip that switch one day and then all the nasty shit and all the private shit.
So would you feel a type of way if like one of your exes or your ex-tings just threw it up on a gram was like fuck you?
Hell yeah.
Like in like 5 years when you're like.
Like if you had a sex tape today,
I'm
if
too
he
crazy
had,
for shit
he
like
had,
this, bro.
if he had videotaped you like last week and it came out when you were like 27, 28, would you feel the type of way, or would it be like whatever?
I would
like,
definitely feel it.
I would definitely feel the type of way because I feel like one, why are you holding on to that for so long? Because
and you're looking to sabotage. You're
like,
not looking to
exactly.
like.
It's like in two fronts. It's like why are you holding on for that for so long? Because obviously by now we're probably not together or haven't been for a while or whatever the case may be. Not that we have any malicious like energy between us. And two, it's like what's the point? Like you coming out after me with something that happened 3-4 years ago. Like I probably don't even look the same. Like what? It's like what's the point? True. It's like you coming at me for what? Like what did I ever do to you?
But also it's like it's really it's even less about.
Or if it's like, you know, what if I get popping and like my name is known around the industry and stuff like that in the next 4 or 5 years, and it's like you really coming after me for some clout.
Oh, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by that. Is
like
that,
now it's like, oh, you know because you're the person who outed me. Like, ooh, whoop de fucking do, my nigga. Like
that. This is your revenge.
Good for you.
Whoop de fucking do, my nigga. Like
do we know who outed Safari? Asking for a friend.
Safari
asking for a friend.
Safari outed himself. He said it. He admitted it too.
We appreciate you, my brother.
But this is the thing, is like, and that's where, and that's kind of
that's why we sent you a girl to the group chat,
and that's kind of where the double standard come in, because it's like this nigga put a whole dick video out on Instagram, and everybody's like, yeah.
That's because girls are more accepting.
She put like, granted, it didn't come out the way she wanted it to, but it's like, okay, she could have been. What if she just wanted to be free like that? Like, fuck it. You know
bitch, you too free on fucking
I am not
Love and Hip Hop, all right? You already too free.
You think
so? Because if you think, because like, think about it.
What?
Her character on Love and Hip Hop?
Absolutely.
Like, what is she doing?
Like,
not as of recently.
Not as of recently, no, but from what we know of her, we know that she dated Ray J. Like, come on, let's be real. That back and forth with Ray J.
But that doesn't mean you free and you want to be out here. You know what I'm
saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't. If it was me, I kind of would make sure that the video was at least elite, so that
it wasn't elite.
I mean,
you say elite, like
elite, like it has to be lit.
Shit.
It has to be lit. Like I got to be throwing it back. Like it got to look right, because if it's not, then it's no bueno. Like that, I'm never getting any ass after that, and niggas gonna all know me for the for the Black China licking.
Black China is not stopping the peeing. She's
Right.
still getting peeing after that.
She,
Like, what did that stop?
No.
Right.
We laughed at her.
No.
And sis is still getting peed.
She's getting peed from an 18-year-old.
I'm pretty sure.
And she, after that's over, she's still gonna get peed.
Right, I'm pretty sure it's a
Let's
lot
be
of
real,
people
she's
out
Wait,
there.
Black
wait,
China,
wait.
bro.
It ended with
Mess with
Y.
YMBA.
YBN.
What's his
It
name?
wasn't Namir.
Young-
It was
Almighty J.
Almighty J.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that young.
They
girl.
on the outs?
Apparently so.
Is
He
she
was like,
pregnant?
who?
Nah, that was rumor. I don't think so. But
I
apparently
saw them.
she
I
hasn't
saw them
talked
at
to
South by
Tokyo Tony
Southwest.
in
They
2
kind of
years.
like turned
Yo,
up.
did you guys
They
see
turned
that
up.
video with Tokyo Tony talking about her?
Yeah. Well, which
Nah, I
one,
didn't
bro?
see it.
Bruh, the one that she called her a bitch. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah,
The
she
way
was like
that
she
the
hasn't seen her grandkids in 2 years. But
That's
I don't know how
crazy.
believable that is. Cause how old is Dream? Dream is
Not
like
even
a
a
year.
year.
Yeah.
I don't even think she's a year yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody
lying.
we gotta fact check that. I want to know how old Dream
Yeah.
is. But no, I mean I feel really really bad. Like, why are you talking about your brother, your daughter like
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Jesus, that just
People want
sounds
to
like
come
she
up,
stole.
yo.
But again,
Okay, she is one. She turned
She's one.
one in November.
She'll be 2 in November,
Yeah,
but
she'll be 2 in November.
okay,
that's still not 2 years you haven't seen your grandkids though. You gassed it, sis.
maybe she's talking about the other one.
I don't know, bro. She was at the birth of Dream. I was watching Rob in China.
No. I'm saying, oh, you know what? Case
King was
closed. Case closed.
I don't know. Somebody lying, but as long as that's not me and my mom, I'm not tripping.
So new music.
Oh, are we done with topics? Everybody? No.
Okay.
No, I feel like we should end with new music. To be quite honest.
I mean, all right.
I would
just
prefer to
wanted
end with
say,
music.
I just wanted
If
to
we
say
wanna,
that
like-
Rihanna finally came out with Fenty. That's it. Continue.
That's good.
And LMA is still top chart.
What?
For Boot Up, LMA.
Oh.
Oh yeah, everybody's been talking about that song.
Yeah. But LMA, that's actually my homegirl from high school. So
Really?
I'm excited
Really?
for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Nice.
so nice. I like to
Yeah.
see the
Congrats,
the,
E.
the cute glow ups. Like they're really really nice.
Shout out.
Shout out to L. All right.
Word.
What new music y'all heard this week?
Bruh, it's Monday.
I mean Friday. Well, okay. First
I mean,
of all,
you had
first of all,
Friday?
Ty Dolla $ign came out with the deluxe version of his album. What did you guys think of?
The original.
Yeah.
I am a biased panel right now because I love Ty Dolla $ign. He could do no wrong.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, that's fair. I mean,
You didn't
here's the thing.
hear-
I think Ty Dolla
you
$ign
didn't
has
hear
been
the
killing shit for a
greatness?
really long time.
You what?
I think Ty Dolla $ign's been killing shit for a really long time. Well,
Facts.
you know the pineapple song, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was part of the deluxe. He just put out that song. I'm pretty sure it's part of the deluxe.
Yeah, there were 3.
That was
it's
not part of the
6
original
it's
album, was
6
it?
new songs, and 3 of the songs already came out.
And secondarily, yeah, well, no, all 6 songs are out now.
No. Prior to the
Oh,
deluxe.
okay.
3 of them were already out.
Okay. Which ones were out already?
Pineapple.
Was Clout out with 21 Savage?
Yes, that was out. It was Pineapple, Clout, and I feel like, maybe my memory is going bad. You know, I'm getting old now.
I mean, I feel like him
But
and Wiz,
Clout
him and
and
Wiz
Pineapple were
Khalifa,
definitely
him and Wiz
out.
Khalifa are a good match. Like I think I think there's another song.
They're
hold on,
very
that
good. I
listened
really
to.
like them. But that's
Um,
Cali Love.
Yeah. I mean, completely. But
It's Cali Love.
but I also think that he, what was the song? Oh, Something New with Wiz Khalifa featuring Ty Dolla $ign. So there's that one that they've already done together, or that they probably did towards similar to the same time. But
I love that.
yeah,
I love
mean,
them too.
He came
I
out
feel
with
like
that,
they're
and
a
then
great
Andre
collective.
3000 came out with 2 songs on Mother's Day. First of all,
wow.
the first one was Me and My, which was
Were they all dedicated to his late mother?
I can make that assumption, an educated assumption on that, but I also will say that the second song, Look Ma No Hands, is literally 17 minutes of him jamming out, I believe, with James Blake, but if I could be fact check on that would be great. But it's Andre 3000 plays the clarinet.
I'm sorry. You said 17 minutes?
17 minute songs, no vocals at all. No vocals at all.
So that's like cleaning music.
No. Like literally, I was listening to this sitting next to my mom
Why
and my
did your
brother,
face look like?
Yeah.
and it sounded like this like jazz thing going on for a minute. But
Yeah,
like it
that
was
sounds
also
like
but it was
Barefoot
also
cleaning music.
the Me and My had was like 4 minutes or something like that, maybe 3:30, and had vocals on it, but it was not like him rapping.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't him rapping at all. And then
It was just straight instrumental.
with the 17-minute of him, it was kind of crazy. You should listen to it. It might take you for a ride in whatever
Do you have to be
direction
high
you-
to listen to this
I
music?
don't even know how to answer
I
that.
hope not.
T Grizzly also came out. Did anyone listen
Yo,
to
I
that?
was just
Yeah.
watching him on Complex Live.
I didn't listen to the
Open
album,
Late?
but did
Open
anyone
Late?
listen to
Great
it?
Open
show.
Late? Great show. Great show.
Look for
Actually, I
my
really,
credit.
really like that show.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Congratulations on your credits there, by the way. I saw it
Thank you.
roll past my screen. I was like, oh, that's my nigga.
Yeah.
But
Great show. Great
how's
show.
it been, like, filming and stuff?
How's it been?
Yeah.
It's very hectic, but it's a very good show. I think we'll be doing our 4th episode this Thursday, but
I thought you were doing your 5th.
4th or 5th. I can't keep up.
It's
First one was
fifth.
Rocky.
We're going like
It's
so
it's
many
5th because there's
shows.
4 up. Because
First
the
one was
Smoke
Rocky,
Dizzle was
second
on.
one was-
Rocky,
was-
Terry Crews. Oh, Terry Crews was smoking.
was
Cannon
Rich the
just
Kid on
came
it?
out.
Cannon
Rich the Kid
just
was on
came
the
out.
Yeah, he performed.
On the first one. Okay.
What'd you
Rich the Kid was on the first
First
one,
one.
right?
Performing. But
Yeah,
A$AP Rocky was the
Lena.
interview.
say? Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's 5.
Then.
Yeah. You guys are doing a really good job, though. I watched it today while I was at work. I let it roll. You know, Rosenberg, OG to the rap game.
Yeah.
But,
And then
you
you
know,
got A-Rap
there was
Music
one
with
thing that
the-
he said that kind of threw me off.
What?
He called Cardi B an MC, and it kind of threw me off, like, completely sideways because it was like, how do you call Cardi B an MC when we got Rakim? We have so many legends. That's like a smack to their face, in all honesty.
A lot of people
Well,
use.
okay, so then what's your
certain
definition of
words.
MC first?
Well, yeah,
No,
that's
no,
why.
can
Because
we-
I was
can we
gonna
talk
say,
about
I
that?
feel like
Because-
a lot of people use those type of words interchangeably.
Yeah,
But
like
you can't.
Like
No,
the same
but-
thing
no,
with
but
using
that-
with
that,
rapper,
like,
artists.
you're talking-
You know what I'm saying?
Like L Cool J, Rakim, KRS-One. We have so many MCs.
no, but that's no.
But
But
why
what are
would
you? How are you defining an MC? Like you
Because
can
you're naming
not,
old school MCs.
not with a
you know,
person,
who are
not with
MCs
a person.
today?
Define it with like
today?
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody definitely is an
Okay,
MC today.
okay, Kendrick?
Shout out to fucking Rhapsody. That album is fire.
Yeah, that
by the
album is
way.
fire.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Kendrick,
MC.
right?
J. Cole, MC.
J. Cole, MC.
Drake. I don't know if I'm gonna call him
No.
an MC.
No.
I
Sorry,
think
I can't.
MCs to me rates at least 95% of their music.
Yeah.
That's first of all that is
You wouldn't
that
say
is
that?
a different that is a different subject.
I wouldn't exclude people who don't, only because I
What?
feel like
yeah, no,
Listen-
no, I'm with her.
listen
I'm
to-
with her.
listen
I'm
to
with
what
her.
I'm saying,
with her.
though,
I'm with her. I
because-
already know where she's going.
because before the internet, we didn't know if people wrote their stuff
Yeah.
or not.
True.
So if you don't know if somebody writes their own stuff and they still make it their own and embodying their personality and they're able to move the crowd and you know what I'm saying, and make people feel that, I feel like that's a big part of being
See,
an MC.
Andre
also.
3000
Okay,
MC.
so here's my thing when I'm thinking of people writing, I don't necessarily believe it as you changing, like, say if the song has an it and you change it to the. That's not writing to me. And technically, that is considered writing.
Oh yeah.
That I don't like the
There's a note
magnitude of it.
change.
There's no like
Yeah,
minimal
yeah.
change. That's not writing to me. When you're writing a whole fucking verse, that's writing.
Yeah, but you actually don't know the depths of their writing credits.
True.
All you see is writing
Exactly.
credits.
True.
Exactly.
So like,
True.
so you
Very true.
if I'm in the room and I happen to come up with one bar of the 16 of your feature, I get a writing credit.
Right.
But like at the same time, I also feel like we don't see the MC side of Drake
Right.
because
He's more of an
first of all, he
artist.
has his own lane.
Well, now,
But
he's
we
more
also
of an
know
artist.
that
he was a backpack
that-
rapper.
Exactly,
back
and
in
I
the day.
also feel like if he, whether he writes it or not, you can have your own opinion on that. Like, he could come out with bars.
He could.
But he just so happens to come out with
He
shit
just
that we
doesn't
listen
have
to
to.
on repeat on the regular
Yeah,
basis.
because we have too many of these fuckity fuck niggas out. That's why. But go ahead, my bad. I had to really
I
really.
knew
you
that
saw
was
the
coming.
Bad
I
Baby
knew that
anthem?
was coming.
Bro, listen. I'm still not sold on Bad Baby. I'm sorry. I'm still not sold. I just feel like she's a kid
I
that
refuse
like.
to pay attention now. That's the.
That's not nice.
She is just one more example of the fact that we have to drop our mixtape. I'm being so serious.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm like laughing at the fact that I'm so uninvolved.
And you
want to
know what? My raps would be fire
And
because
that's
I
what
would
I'm
have
saying,
my
because
brother write them.
I feel like
shits.
at the-
I'm not
I feel like at the
playing.
end
Like,
of the
I would
day-
have to come out with some
I feel like
fire.
at the end of the day, regardless
your
of
brother a
we're the
rapper?
ones
Yeah.
Oh, I
who
didn't know.
actually are writing it, we have more of an appreciation for the artistry and the curation and the creativity of hip hop that it would just be better.
Bad
Like,
Baby just seems to me like she just don't give a fuck about nothing. Like she's
just
like,
riding the wave.
Yeah, she's just
She
like,
got famous
well, I like
from
this.
of this and that and the
Yeah,
third.
and
Somebody
I'm cool
told
with
her.
it. Like I'm not mad at
Somebody
it. Like, girl,
told
do your
her,
thing.
say these couple of words in the da 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 da. Oh, that's easy. I'm a rapper now.
But she did admit that she didn't like nobody taught her to rap, which I'm very shocked at because
I'm not.
I mean,
Because anybody can say it can. I can give you a.
anybody can say
I
Gucci gang,
give you a
Gucci gang,
sentence.
Gucci gang.
I can exactly like I can give you a sentence and then you can say it like the cat did this and he went to the store. That's rapping nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you don't have to teach yourself that. Like you know what I mean?
It's just flow.
Exactly. It's just like
I mean, listen.
But people have pointed that out, including the people who make that type of music. They're like, if you want to have this like intellectually stimulating type of music, don't listen to me.
yeah,
If
they
you want
say
to turn
that
up
they're
to me in the
like
club, listen
Yeah,
to
Lil
me.
they're
Pump
like
did
like,
a lot
definitely
of
said
people
that.
say
That's
that
fine.
like
I don't know if he
rapping
said
is
that,
the
but, like,
easiest thing to do nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like someone
That's
said
so
that.
sad. That's really sad. T, do you have anything?
Playboy
that you feel
Cardi
like
came
about
out
this?
with his new album.
I like that White Horse song. A Bad Baby.
Who?
She has some songs like White Porsche, White Horse, some shit like that, but I fuck with it.
But other than that one song, do you?
I don't know
Would you
any of
fuck
her
with her?
others.
Like, if she came out with an album tomorrow, would you listen to it?
I'll listen to it because I'm in love with the culture and I'm interested to see what the album
What they
would
did with
say. Yeah.
But
Just
we,
to be able to criticize it.
I
But
guess, okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I-
not listening
I'm
to
also
it. I'm sorry.
I would.
agree.
I wouldn't buy it or
wouldn't-
stream it. I like. I
You
mean,
would
I'd
illegally
probably-
down.
I mean, no, I wouldn't download. I mean, I'd probably listen to it on YouTube,
Yeah.
just to, like she said, just to see like
You
what she's
find
saying.
someone
The
with,
same
like,
thing
10
that people did. With,
subscribers who just
Yeah.
uploaded
Yeah.
the entire album in like
the
an
same
hour
thing
long
people did
clip.
with Cardi's album. A lot
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
didn't really fuck with her album,
Everybody
and they just listened to it just to see,
Yeah.
like, let me see what Atlantic did with this.
Yeah.
Let me see what she can.
Which, by
actually
the way,
make
they did a
songs.
fire fucking job.
And they did.
They did a very.
I also think it was.
job with
I
that
also
Cardi
think
B
it
album.
might have been.
Are you
a tad
interested-
early, but-
I agree.
Are you guys going to look forward to her next one or no?
Cardi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was a fan even with her Gangsta Bitch mixtape stuff.
Oh yeah, you an old Cardi B fan. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Niggas
nah.
My
used to,
cousin
like-
gets her nails
I
done
just
by
think
the
she
same person.
needs
They
to
used to call her-
find her.
Shout out to Karen.
thing.
Love you.
So I feel like on this album, she's got a lot of different ways she's trying to go. Like, Be Careful is way different from
Yeah.
the
Gave me A
I
Boogie
like
vibes.
it like that.
Yeah.
This is way different from
Like A
the
Boogie.
walk, get some chicken, walk. You know what I mean? So I feel like she went
Chicken.
That's
a
my
lot of
shit.
different
Did
ways.
she mean actual chicken or did she mean
Yeah,
money?
it's saying guap,
Yeah,
get some
chicken, like
chicken,
bread.
guap, get some bread.
Money.
Bread.
Oh, this is
Money,
what I
money.
said.
But
Is she
she
Money,
is she
money,
talking
money.
about
from,
actual chicken or is she talking
bread,
about
like
like
chicken.
money?
Chicken.
She's talking about chicken as in money.
Oh, okay,
Like,
that's
get
fine.
The, get
cool.
the bread.
Cool.
Yeah.
beans.
But she sampled
Clarified.
that from some girl who used to be with 3-6 Mafia.
Diamond?
That's a sample.
No,
nah,
that's
not
not
Diamond.
3-6 Mafia. They were
Some
dope.
old head like.
They would be.
She
They
like
would
old
be
enough to
so
be-
fire right
Would
now.
you
if they
think?
came
Do
out
you
now.
think people consider 3-6 Mafia as legends?
Yeah, I think
If
so.
we were down
I
south,
think
I
so.
think so.
I
yeah.
think so. Definitely.
Down
Yeah.
south, yeah. Cause my coworker, she from Atlanta, and she be like talking about all these like down south people like they legends. I'm like, bro, they ain't fucking with New York though, sis. Like,
That's a true.
but it
fact.
really, I guess it depends on where you from. Cause like when I went to school in Delaware, people was like talking about niggas from Philly that I never really heard of as if they was like Jay-Z, and I'm just like, that's how you could tell. It's like depending on where you from, that's who you like really look up to. Cause I'm not.
Yeah, but there's also not that much of like. I feel like anymore, there's not as much of like a regional. Regionalism, is that even a word?
No, but I
to
get
to
it.
music,
Yeah.
like there's some people,
Yeah.
like, but I feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine could have come from anywhere in the country. I feel like A Boogie might be a little bit New York. I,
think
feel like
it
Davies
depends
is definitely
on
New
what
York.
stage you are.
I feel like
in your life.
I think it depends on what stage you are in your career, because I feel like
What do you
when
mean?
people first come out,
Mm-hmm.
and I say it's even with other things, like I feel like they're their most true, authentic self, and so I feel like, like
point.
even you could say, okay, take Jay-Z for example. Like when Jay-Z came out, you knew he was straight Brooklyn. Nowadays,
Yeah.
if you hear Jay-Z, we all know he's Brooklyn just because of his accent. But like you said, he could have
He
came
has
from
an
LA.
accent.
No,
No,
he
funny.
could've-
I
No, I get
really
that.
hate when
Somewhere.
people say that. Do we really have an
Yeah.
accent?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you didn't leave for school. That's why you
You're
don't
not
hear
gonna
that
hear
shit.
it. Like
but you have an accent.
Yeah, I
you
went
do.
to school here because I didn't want to pay money.
You just have to listen to how other people talk.
Yeah. Like, hear how she just said talk? She didn't say talk. Talk.
Yeah.
That's how you say talk, and I walk.
You
Yeah,
really
shorty,
have
I'm
to
walking down
listen
a
to-
block. You already know
Even when you
that.
said- even when you said shorty,
Yeah.
like a lot of most people say shorty. Like we don't say shorty.
Short.
Nobody pronounces the R in
Exactly.
that shit. The
That's
fuck?
what I'm saying.
You don't. That's
most
your accent.
people,
Shoddy.
I
most
guess.
people out the
I guess
country,
you're right.
outside of the New York City,
Yeah.
like they say shorty. Like chill, shorty.
Like,
I guess.
Watch Living
I mean,
Single. My son Overton be calling
Yo,
what's
that's
the
a
name
fact.
Shorty all the damn
Yeah.
time. He's from
What's up,
like
Shorty?
Cincinnati or
Yo,
something.
shorty. Yo, shorty. I don't know if I can. Nah, I can't do that. Yo, shorty, what up? Anyway.
But yeah, so I feel like it just depends on where you at in your career. Like when you first come out, like you're definitely gonna embody where you from, what you sound like, your hometown. You're gonna be putting on for them. But once you get bigger, like because you just start working with so much other people
Yeah.
from other
You have
places
no
and your
choice.
different
Everything is
influences,
I agree,
you
but
can
also
make
also don't because
Why?
I feel like there's a lot of music that sounds the same that are there are people from like
New York
a
people
lot of-
could never sound like Migos.
okay, but at
Ever.
the same time,
Word.
Ever.
if you encompass all of mumble rap in one
Yeah.
group,
Okay. Yeah.
they all come from
yeah,
different
'cause
places.
I don't know where none of them are.
You know what I
from.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
like no, but
But
most
most
of
of them are
Yeah.
from down south though.
Where's
Is that
from?
true though? Like, is it?
I don't know.
Most
Is
of, like,
Uzi
Uzi is not.
He's
I don't
Philly.
consider.
Uzi,
I
I mean,
personally don't
XXX
consider.
Tentacion is from
understand him.
I
Florida.
personally don't consider Uzi
Yeah.
a
Tekashi?
mumble rapper.
No.
You don't. Wait.
No, he said
Rewind.
XXX
Tentacion.
Tentacion.
Where is he
yeah.
from?
He's from Florida.
He's from
Florida.
Florida. Smoke
Okay.
Perp is
Yeah.
from Florida.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know where Lil Pump
Lil-
is from.
Let's look that up.
Yeah, let's look that up.
We know 69 is from
I'll tell you where Cameron's from.
Harlem, baby. Harlem. That's
That's
Harlem.
Wait, where is
he's
Nick
not a-
Grant from?
North Carolina. Nah, South Carolina. Either North or
He's
South
coming out with an
Carolina.
album
Lil
on
Pump is
Friday.
from Miami, Florida.
Oh. So maybe
Wow.
mostly Mumbles. From
Mumbles are from
Yeah.
Florida.
Well-
What's his name? I guess if we want to throw Young Thug in there, he's from down south somewhere.
He's from Atlanta.
Black Youngster.
Yeah, he's
is
from,
Okay, so then are we
Memphis.
Nick Grant is
considering
South Carolina.
anything
Wait.
south of like Virginia, the South, in terms of one regional music? Because
But
like
who's from there?
Pause. Sorry, guys. Nick Grant is from South Carolina. There you go.
okay. Well, he's coming out with an album on Friday.
Yeah, he
I'd
just
be-
released
I'd be
a video,
curious
Black
as to
Women.
see it.
I was, you know,
Wait,
in the
what
pro.
about Black women?
He's coming out with a
Yes.
song, a
Oh.
video called Black Women.
The
And you know,
footage looked
I at first through the visuals, all I kept seeing, shade no shade though, was light skinned girls, and I was
Pause.
like, oh, so he's not gonna show like chocolate mommy. But then I saw the video and I was like, okay, cool, fuck
I
it.
would
He
just
does.
like to point out that Lil Pump is 17.
Yeah, he is.
Are you joking?
I'm not
He is.
joking. He
Most
was
of
born
them
in
are.
2000.
Yeah. He's 17. But that is like
That's
he's
appalling.
extremely known.
So that is
And the
another
thing-
reason why we have to come
I
out
hate
with our
Eric.
mixtape. Okay.
And also that is why it's like one of those tough situations where J. Cole kind of calls out everyone is making it out
I
to be
did
Little
hear
Pump.
I will
you.
say
Lil
that
Pump,
song
but-
"It's
I
Get It" is
sup-
about.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying his music is bad by any means. I'm saying that like Little Pump did a great job in like counter punching J. Cole's song. He basically just trolled him by saying thank you for the clout, as if he did not already have all this fucking clout.
Well, because nowadays
and more attention
that's-
than J. Cole, to be quite honest. As much as I'm a huge
because
J. Cole fan.
nowadays that's what the shift in cloud is.
Yeah, it's just
but
trolling.
my point is that like he did that, and then on top of that, there was just a video that came out of him dancing backstage
Yeah,
to J.
at
Cole
Rolling
performing
Loud.
the song that
Well-
he was dissing him at. Like I thought that was
Because
I thought that he
Lil Pump
played it
probably
out
never
pretty well.
said that he probably never said that he didn't like J. Cole. He
I
probably was just
don't
riding the
know.
wave.
I don't know actually. I don't know
He
actually.
probably
From
was just
the
riding
song,
the
it
wave.
sounds like may have been words not exchanged, but like words said at least. I don't know what
I
the
feel
actual
like
truth
he
of it
could've-
is.
I
No.
feel like he could just be riding the wave.
That's true.
like,
Little Pump?
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like,
He's 17, bro.
somebody said F me, and people know nowadays that when you go viral because somebody said F you or this and the third, and it's like, I'm about to ride the shit out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just made
So
me
Zara, we
famous,
not
you
cursing?
old ass nigga.
Okay,
Like-
never mind.
Motherfucker.
Like, on some you dumb because you just made me famous because you said, you know what I mean? That's why I feel like he's not.
We
thinking,
also have to remember that he's 17.
exactly.
years
He's
old.
Yeah,
not thinking
yeah.
about that. He's like,
Yo,
you
he
made
can't
me
even go to
famous, and I'm
war.
still gonna
He
like.
cannot even go to
You
war.
can't
yet.
even
You
go
can't
to the
drink.
He
liquor
can't even go to
store.
war
sit-
yet.
You
You're not even
can't-
supposed to be getting into the clubs that you're playing.
Yes.
Well, they're supposed to actually like escort you out after you
Yeah.
perform.
I'm sure they do.
I'm
No, they
sure
don't.
they don't.
No, they
I'm
don't.
sure they don't.
They're
They
lies.
probably don't.
No, they don't.
But
Certain venues, big venues, I'm sure they do. They not playing with that.
you think so?
Yes.
I would be curious actually to know the answer.
I
to
don't
that.
know about
I
that.
think it depends on who it is.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on who it is. Because I don't think Irving Plaza is escorting Little Pump out. I'm sorry.
No, because then everyone else is leaving.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I don't see
Hold
that
on.
happening.
Let me see.
I don't see that happening.
What? Okay, so in terms of music that is already out, what did you
Okay,
guys
so he
think
don't
of
count.
Ray Shrum's
Guatemala
like
is
triple
my-
album? I'm
I
actually
only listened to
actually what I
5
wanted to
songs,
talk about
so I
was the
couldn't say the
format
short.
of the album. So did they each put out their own album plus then a
So it's like kind of
group album?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
But they
it
put it
all
under
comes,
one.
Like, yeah, it's in one.
Right.
It's like if you were to
Shrem.
get like a disc box set
Right,
of
it'd
it,
be
it'd
three.
be like one album, and then the two of theirs together.
Right. Okay. That's cool. I kind of like that idea. What did anyone
It's an
else
old school
did
idea.
anyone else listen to it?
I have very
You
short
listen to it?
attention span,
Well,
bro.
I mean, you've probably heard the power.
You have a
you've
very
definitely
short attention.
you've definitely heard the Power Glide
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
song. Like everyone's.
Guatemala is my jam.
But let me ask this question: what is the purpose of putting out 2 solo albums with the like group album?
I mean, it's the
They
same
wanna
thing.
I feel like I know
Nah,
my answer, but I
feel
want
like
to
it's
know
the same
what.
thing.
what
The reason why Chris Brown came out with so many damn songs and so many damn
No,
projects.
I think
well,
it's
Chris Brown
it's
had like
different.
said he had like
I think
800
this
songs
is-
to
it's
pick
different
from,
for
so
them.
like he chose 50 of the 800 that he.
Right. I think with them,
but
they
there was a
want
method
to,
of why he did that.
right.
At
But
least from
because
what
I
I
agree.
see.
I agree.
But he's
I agree.
one person. And I
Got
feel
it.
like they're a group, and it's like everybody. I don't know if everybody knows this, but like if you Google it, there's actually more than 2 people in Ray Shrummer. But the 2 of them, Slim Jimmy and
There is.
Sway
How many
Lee.
people are in?
I looked it up before when their album was coming out. Hold on.
Bitch.
How many people are in this group?
My mind is fucking
Also,
blown,
what
bitch.
Technically, the members of, according to the internet, of Ray Shrummer is Sway Lee, Slim Jimmy, Bobo Sway, and Lil Pants.
So
We
where the
don't
rest
know-
of them?
we
What are
don't
the
know-
2?
We
What
don't know
happened?
who they
Or
are,
maybe
but the 2 of them, Slim Jimmy and Sway Lee, have been
It's
the
them with
ones on
auto-tune.
the forefront because they're the ones who, who made it poppin' or whatever. So I feel like as much as
But what I mean is like, what if Migos? Sorry to interrupt you. What if Migos did that? Like, yeah, Quavo does his own features, so does Offset.
Yeah.
Like what if they put out what if Culture 2 was literally like 9, 9, and 9, like, or even
Well, 'cause-
more because there's more members, but like, and then they put like a group. You know
well,
what I mean? Like,
think,
what
I
is
think
the
they did it
purpose of
because
doing that?
they want to promote
Individualize
themselves as much as they want to promote the group. Because a lot of times when people form a group, but then like it happened with Migos when Migos was popping as themselves, then Quavo wanted to
Quavo
go
was
off and do
big.
his own thing. People were criticizing him. They're like, oh, da da da, he's doing his
But
own
he
thing.
made the group
looking
bigger,
like
too.
it's looking like he's leaving them in
He
the dust.
was Beyonce.
Right.
Okay?
So I feel like, and with knowing that
Am I lying?
happens,
I just want to know.
You're
Am I
not
lying?
lying.
I feel like in knowing that when that happens, they want to support both their solo projects and ambitions, because I'm sure each of them individually have their own thing going on,
Right,
but they
I
also
agree.
want to keep the group
Together.
as just as strong, because together we can't lie that they make magic. Like,
Right.
they're lit as fuck together, but they also can probably be lit as fuck separately, but they don't want to take away from either.
I'm cool with that. You know?
I'm not saying never. I'm not saying I'm not cool with that. I was just actually curious because like I feel like they would have maybe had a different promo campaign if they had actually separated into 3. So that was kind of like why.
That sounds like more money.
But it's also that's what I'm saying. I was just about to say it's
sounds like way
also
more
smart
money.
because they capitalizing on all of that. They
Yep.
capitalizing. They each because they each they're all getting a part of that. They each
Who is
getting
more
money
Who's more
from their
famous,
own.
Sway Lee or Slim Jimmy?
Who's
I feel like
I
it's
think
Sway
Sway
Lee.
Lee.
I think
Sway.
it's definitely
I think
Sway Lee.
hands down
Yeah.
it's
With all respect
probably
to Slim
Sway
Jimmy,
Lee.
but-
I think.
Yeah.
But I
Pub-
also
public
think that,
opinion will tell you Sway Lee.
I also don't think that was part of. I think that may have been like a secondary or tertiary part of the decision making of putting it out together. But I do think that Sway Lee is more popular than Slim Jimmy in terms of like his brand in general, and also like more people just know Sway Lee.
Well,
Like, you know what I mean? Like
I think Sway Lee has just done a little bit more on his own with other people than Slim Jimmy has.
Yeah.
The same way we just a little like Quavo,
With Quavo,
who
yeah.
started doing it. I just think that like granted they most of the time they do stuff together, but I think just recently Sway Lee has hit on his own, have been on other people's songs more than Slim Jimmy has by himself.
the Not For Sale podcast. Please
Episode 1.
Please, yeah, episode 1.
How do you guys?
Please
went really
subscribe.
well.
Please subscribe. Links at the
Comment.
bottom.
All right.
And
Okay, guys, it's been fun. This is a Not For Sale podcast. Comment below, subscribe, click, watch it, Instagram it, share it, tweet it, all that.
God damn, your voice is great.
Heard you.
We
Heard
out.
you. See you guys.
Can we?